Am I the asshole for not wanting to pay my sister's wig after I called her a bald-headed broke bitch?
Look, Andy is mad. That's what happens. They get super flat and they puff out their beard. I think he's mad because the sunlight. He doesn't like real sunlight. Tonight we are dining lavishly, luxuriously, and in Philly style. Tonight, for our appetizer, we have 2 Philly cheesesteak rolls. Our main course is a Philly cheesesteak calzone. I'm going in with a Simply Lemonade, strawberry lemonade. And Renee is drinking her fancy root beer. I needed that. And then for dessert, we have kettle pop chips. I meant to get these for the eclipse, but I accidentally got white cheddar instead, like an idiot. And then our second beverages, do have to have more than one at all times. Hard raspberry tea and hard Arizona green tea. Have you tried that before? Mm-mm. Okay, so we both haven't tried these before, and we were going to review them. Guys, I need a new camera. This one is falling apart. I've had it for 5 years. Okay, cheers. Cheers.
Tastes like cheesesteak?
Mm-hmm. It tastes like if you were to put a cheesesteak in an egg roll.
Which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
My only comment is it does taste a little bit more like ground beef than cheesesteak.
Yeah, I can kind of taste that.
It might not be, but like if you told me this was a cheeseburger egg roll, I'd believe you.
It's alright. It's pretty good. On the egg roll scale, it scores pretty high for me, maybe a 7. But on the cheesesteak scale, I give it like kind of like a 5.
I was thinking like 4.5.
So now we're just gonna try the calzone. Ooh. Insane cheese pull. Thank you. I do like the bread, like the dough. The dough, yeah. I'll eat that up. Okay, first bite.
That's not very good.
Yeah, it's a little bland.
And not crispy. The bottom's crispy, but the top isn't.
Yeah, kind of just warm bread. But the cheesesteakosity is at a solid
2?
2? Yeah. And the cheese is different.
Yeah, it's like mozzarella and ground beef. I try and avoid husband and wife stuff because it's boring.
Everybody got problems. Like, come on now.
Well, it's also just always like, am I the asshole for not listening to my wife's feelings at all and telling her to go f herself for asking me to do something?
I'm a married woman in real life, but I'm in love with a fictional character. Throwaway account for obvious reasons. This is a little embarrassing and I don't want my husband finding it. I'm married to a wonderful man. We're both somewhat young, but we fell in love in college and recently got married a few months ago. The relationship is ideal and we don't have any major problems that would cause me to feel distant from him or make me feel the need to seek love somewhere else. But I somehow managed to fall in love with someone that isn't even real. To be fair, I fell in love with the character before we got married. It's been a little over a year now and these feelings haven't faded or dulled. My husband is somewhat aware of this. I constantly talk about him. I'm involved in the fandom he originates from. I even write fanfics and draw fan art of him. The character gives me a certain comfort I've never experienced elsewhere. However, I don't think my husband understands how deeply I feel about this. I love my husband, I really do, and if I ever had to choose between them, I would choose my husband every time. I thought he was gonna say that. That doesn't stop me from feeling guilty. Am I a monster? I know this is unnatural, but does that make me a bad person? Just to be safe, I want to clarify that I'm looking more for comfort than I am advice. I don't think I could ever fully give up this character, and I don't think I could stop loving him either. I just don't want to hurt the person I love the most, my husband. I know a few people like this.
I like that she's self-aware where she's like, am I a monster? Actually, don't tell me.
Yeah. Well,
what do the comments say?
So this is posted 21 minutes ago, and there's already a comment from 5 minutes ago. It says, how the F does that even work? LOL. And then OP said, I'm sorry if something was confusing in my post. What part did you not understand? How can someone be in love with a fictional character? I do not understand. Someone else replied, this is the crux of OP's problem. She thinks she is in love with a fictional character. In all reality, she is just fixated on them as an abstract ideal that could never mimic or reciprocate a true human relationship. That's real.
True.
I would say it's a fixation.
I guess you can love something that doesn't love you back. But I don't think you can like it's harder to justify because it's like part of love is like the reciprocal nature of it.
Like being in love specifically. Like you kind of have to like have that.
I guess if you're writing fan fiction, you're
You're
making up the reciprocation.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just say it's fixation. And like
that's crazy.
Relatively common. They said they were not looking for advice, so I don't have advice, but no worries, girly.
I'm highly asked for asking my girlfriend if one of the podcast ladies we were listening to was fat. Throwaway, not because not sure if this was an asshole move on my part, and I don't want to be outed. Not a true crime fan, but girlfriend, female 35, and I, male 29, went on a road trip last weekend and she made a playlist of podcasts, mostly true crime. One podcast had 2 hosts, and halfway through I asked my girlfriend if one of the hosts was fat. She looked shocked and asked why I was asking that, and I said nothing serious, just the voice. My girlfriend started yelling that I was an asshole. I was taken aback because it was just a question, but she thinks I was being an asshole asking her something like this. Now she still doesn't speak to me. Am I the asshole?
That's just weird.
How is her voice fat?
Yeah. What does that mean?
Wait, this is kind of funny. Someone said, why would you ask that? What does it matter? And he said, it didn't matter at all. We were silent in the car and I was trying to separate between their voices to follow the conversation better. And then someone replied, how would knowing if one of them was fat help you do that?
Yeah, literally. This is dumb. I can't get over what my boyfriend said to me. My 23 female boyfriend, 24 male, was staying over at my place, and on one of the days I was organizing my closet. In the process, I was trying out some outfits I hadn't worn in a while or had forgotten about. I came across a cute short skirt and paired it up with a tube top. While I was admiring myself in the mirror and saying how cute I was, my boyfriend said, "You don't have the body for that outfit." The whole thing happened 2 months ago, so I can't remember the words that were exchanged between us after that, but basically he said that I shouldn't take what he said the wrong way, and that he only meant that the outfit would look better if my body was some type of way, and that he was just being honest so that I don't give myself a false sense of confidence only to be made fun of, and that if I had a flat tummy, I would look better in the clothes. I'm 5'1" at 121 pounds. I'm not fat, I'm not thick, I'm not petite.
121 pounds?
I'm not slim thick, I don't fit any of those categories. Maybe I'm mid-sized, everything is mid. To be honest, I have never had a positive body image or been 100% comfortable in my body. And since then, it's gotten even worse. Anytime I stand in front of the mirror, it just rings that I don't have the body for that.
He should be in prison.
Yeah. Prior to the statement being made, I was slowly starting to come to terms with accepting my body and working out to keep fit and healthy, because honestly, that is what I want. It's less negative pressure. Plus, there's nothing wrong with how I look right now. Correct. Since then,
21.
No, that's insane. Since then, I think I've resented my boyfriend a little. I'm caught in a struggle between putting that pressure on myself to change this body, even when I don't need to, or to say, F-word him, she says that. I even find myself wanting to attack his insecurities just to give him a taste of his own medicine. For example, his finances. He's broke. I really keep wanting to bring it up anytime we go out or can't go out and be petty and say, "You don't have the money for that." Or any hurtful stuff just to get back at him. I won't and I haven't, though, because I'm better than that. Maybe he's just with me because he can't afford other women for now, and I'm the understanding girlfriend. This sucks.
Oh my god.
That sent her into a reevaluation of the entire relationship.
It should.
Yeah.
That is so horrible.
Yeah.
I think there's something about, I'm not going to blame just men because I think there are women that do this too, but there's some people that are so adamant that like objective truth is like valuable.
Yeah, and also not already known.
Right. It's like, well, it's true. And it's like, even if it was true, why?
First of all, read the room. Second of all, after reading the room, how does that make any sort of positive impact?
Yeah, I mean, even if he absolutely does love her and love her body, would never cheat on her, like, how would you ever get that out of your head? Like, that's there forever now. And it would take her 20 years from now, she might be thinking about it. You know what I mean? Especially if, like, she, you know, gained weight at any point, because she's already, I can't even imagine that she's, like, actually mid-sized.
Yeah,
like 121 pounds, even if you're 5'1".
Yeah, 5'1", 121. The math isn't mathing.
So if she gained weight at any point, like, she would feel even worse about that.
Yeah.
You said there was a comment, too?
Yeah, the comment is so dumb. From Daniel W916, yes, I'm doxing you. Sunshine, you're at a 7, and this situation is about a 2. Tops. Because guys never mean to do this to you when you ask these questions. Our responses are based on logic. You want to look good when you go out. You look so much better in what goes best with your shape, not feelings. Because if our advice gets you to those feelings, then the mission is complete. So don't talk shit about being broke when being broke builds character.
You know what? Dating a crusty-ass man builds character, too.
Yeah, literally she's stuck in broke with him because he's broke. If you aren't dedicated to changing your body, then be okay with not looking OMG in every outfit you have. P.S. Single dad raised 2 semi-well-adjusted daughters in crisis every other day about outfits and friends. Hold on. What? Single dad raised 2 semi-well-adjusted daughters in crisis every other day about outfits and friends and life. You cannot type, bro.
That's how you didn't say well-adjusted. He said semi-well-adjusted.
Right. Someone else replied, in my experience, some men just enjoy making the women in their lives feel bad about themselves. Okay, little Danny? Real. Danny sounds like a single dad.
Divorced
late 40s,
energy.
Divorced energy. This was posted 2 hours ago, so if you find it on there, go support. If you find this post on there, go support her. She is slaying, and she needs the support, and she needs to break up with him. I didn't say that.
Listen, I would say that if it were another insensitive comment, then maybe it's something you work through when you try and teach him why you shouldn't say that, blah, blah, blah. But if it's something about how he thinks your body looks mid, I don't know.
I don't know, yeah.
I don't know.
That was a joke, by the way. I was acting like the Reddit comment section.
All I'm saying.
But I do think
you have to grapple with yourself whether you're going to be able to get over that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is. Even if you're going to be able to believe anything he says in the future.
Yeah. If you guys can work through that, maybe resolve it, and you feel confident that it is resolved, then good for you, but good luck.
I can't imagine resolving that.
Yeah, I can't imagine that.
Am I the asshole for asking my girlfriend to cut back on her messy hobby? My girlfriend collects rocks and bones. Not crystals or anything. She doesn't think they have... Huh? She doesn't think they have any magic powers. They're just normal rocks. She's really outdoorsy and she travels a lot for work, and when she gets back from a project, she usually has a pocket full of new rocks. The bones are usually deer bones and she finds them out in the woods, but she doesn't have as many of them. The skulls are cool, but also kind of creepy, and most of them don't even have antlers or anything impressive like that. Her bones are shoulder blades and those spine bones. If we go on a hike, she'll sometimes stop randomly because she found a cool rock that looks like a normal rock you could find anywhere, and put it in her backpack or pocket. Sometimes she asks me to carry them and I have to put dirty rocks in my pockets. She keeps them all over the house on tables, but mostly in our bedroom, on the dresser, and on her desk. She used to keep the skulls and bones on the dresser, but put most of them in the closet when I said I was creeped out when I would wake up and see a bunch of dead animal skulls staring at me. But she takes some of them out when she's working at home. The problem with the rocks is there are so many of them, and it's starting to make the apartment seem cluttered and kind of messy. If anyone came into her room, they would just see a bunch of random rocks all over the place. The other day when I was cleaning, I put all of them in a nice box so they were all in one place, and she got really mad when she got home. She said she likes looking at them and seeing some remind her of all the different trips she's taken, even though they all look the same. I don't like his attitude.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like he doesn't love his girlfriend enough. Just saying. I can treat you better. Just saying.
And she said that they're beautiful and make her happy. She also likes to pick some of them up and carry them around during the day. I calmly explained that we were running out of space for her rocks, and maybe she could take photos of pretty views she saw to remind her of her trip, and she got really, really mad. 2 reallys. Really mad, and said that it wasn't the same, and I couldn't tell her what to do with her apartment, even though we both live here, so it's also my apartment. I tried to get my friend to commiserate, but he said I was being an ass for trying to stop my girlfriend from doing something that makes her happy, and I should be thankful that her hobby doesn't cost any money. True.
That's true.
Am I the asshole for wanting a clean apartment? I'm not even telling her to get rid of the random rocks and bones. I just want them put away to make the place look nicer.
Nicer is subjective.
True.
She should move in with me.
Look, man, do I love that my partner will pick up any old goddamn rock and tell me this rock is so cool? No, I hate them. My house is full of rocks. However, I effing love this man. I love his stupid face so much, I do not care about the rocks anymore. I will happily put the rocks in teacups and jars and display them on a shelf for him. Because it makes him so happy. Seeing him happy makes me happy. Because again, love his face, hate the rocks. But in the long run, not having to look at rocks anymore isn't worth not getting to see his dumb big smile every morning. You feel me? You're the asshole. This isn't how you treat people you supposedly love, man. You're supposed to take joy from their joy. Every time I see a stupid goddamn rock around my house, I smile because I think of him.
Exactly. The way his post is worded sounds very like he's very annoyed.
Yeah, I think the issue isn't what's making him the asshole, it's the attitude. Like, why are you making it sound like it's not a legitimate hobby?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's like one of the best hobbies in my opinion.
True. And it's free.
As
free. As someone said.
And when you get them wet, it makes the house smell good.
Okay, the comment he replied to is deleted. Oh my god. Never mind. He needs to be in jail. To be fair, she does put them back when she's done working. She says it helps her focus on writing reports and stuff. Now, get this. Someone said, info, what does your girlfriend do for work? Is she by chance a geologist or an archaeologist? She's an archaeologist.
I am going to strangle this person. Jail. Electric chair.
Someone said, dude, you hate your girlfriend?
For real. Jail. I appreciate my mom so much. My brother and I are autistic, both 19, twins, and we can be very picky about food. We're adults and we can make our own food by now, obviously, but if she's making pasta or whatever, she'll make 2 sauces because I hate marinara. Or if she and my dad are having chili, she'll bake my brother and I chicken tenders or something because she knows we hate chili. Stuff like that just means the world to me.
Oh, that's so nice.
That made me want to cry.
We live in a society.
For you? Chip for me. Cheers. That's all from us for tonight. Good night. I make a moon, you make a sun.